I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. When you look at someone you consider successful in business or life in general, what do you see? You might see they have an awesome job, a big fancy house and exotic cars, great relationships with other people, etc. And it makes you kinda jealous, doesn't it? You want all those things they have and you want to be just like them. Well, you haven't seen everything they have done to reach their success. There are actually a lot of things that are unseen to the average observer. You could say that their success is kind of like an iceberg. When you look at an iceberg, you can see the top of it coming out of the water. But what you don't see is that bigger chunk that's hidden under the water. The same can be said about someone who is successful. When you look at them, you just see the top of the iceberg. You see their money, fame, and other achievements. But of course, the iceberg doesn't just consist of the top. If you dive in and check what's under the surface, you'll be surprised at what you find. Behind every success, there's struggle, persistence, hard work, planning, goal setting, dedication, discipline, sacrifice, and don't forget about failure and disappointment. Those are just some of the things that are hidden to the naked eye. But they are the foundation on which the top of the iceberg is built. Without the foundation which supports the top, there would be no success. The iceberg illusion can be seen in pretty much every field, from athletes to musicians to entrepreneurs. No matter where you look, there is always much more going on behind the scenes compared to what you see from the outside. Look at Hollywood actors, for example. Do you think they just landed their big fancy roles right away? No, they did small roles first when they weren't famous and nobody knew who they were. And the money they were making was minimal. Some didn't even get paid. But eventually they got to where they are today. Sadly, the majority of people only see the glamorous outcome that successful people achieve throughout their career and life. Foundation on which that success is built on is not really considered. So don't be blinded by the top of the iceberg. It's nothing more than a deceptive distraction. Everyone wants to get to the top, but nobody wants to dive under the water and work on the foundation to support the top. So if you're not willing to put in as much effort as necessary, you will inevitably fail. That's why you should focus on the process and not on the results. Process is what gets you results, not the other way around. That being said, slow progress does not equal failure. It's progress no matter how slow it is. Living the life of your dreams isn't going to happen overnight. It won't happen over the couple of days or weeks. It's going to take months, years, possibly even decades of intense focus, dedicated work, and persistent effort. That's why you must learn to embrace the process. Success doesn't come to those who believe they are deserving of it, it comes to those who work for it. Next time you're looking at a successful person, remember that you're looking at the end result, not the process that went into it. So before you say you want to be just like them, ask yourself, are you actually willing to put in all the effort they did? Or are you just craving the results that came after all the hard work? If you're willing to embrace the process and slowly build up your iceberg, the top will eventually start to appear. You will reach your desired success. Another thing that's also hidden under the surface is knowledge. You can't reach the top of the iceberg if you're not constantly learning and improving your skills. That's why you should check out Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning platform with over 25,000 classes in pretty much every field. Want to learn more about productivity? Skillshare can help. Want to find out how to start your very own business from the best in the industry? Skillshare has multiple classes where you can learn at your own pace. Whichever skill you want to improve on, you can definitely find a class that teaches it. It's also super cheap, with an annual subscription being less than $10 per month. Basically, it costs 30 cents per day to get an unlimited access to this fountain of knowledge. But the best part is that if you sign up with the link below, you get 2 months of Skillshare for free. One of the classes I recommend you check out is from a productivity expert, Mike Vardy. His class has 8 lessons on how to make your productivity habits stick for good. So if you're like me and you'd like to rapidly build the iceberg, you should definitely sign up for Skillshare and check out their classes. You can find the link below the video. So get started with Skillshare today and you will become better than yesterday.